고개가 흔들거리네. 언제부터 그랬어요?
오래돼서 10년 넘은 것 같아요.
10년 넘었어. 이렇게 있어. 오늘 처음 치료받았는데 만족도가 몇 점인데?
70점.
딱지 맞추면 70점이네. 오늘까지 어떠셨어?
여기 덜 리든 거. 이건 좀 편해졌고요.
컨디션, 기분.
잠 잘 잤고요. 기분은 좋고요. 너무 흔들리는 건 아직.
흔들리는 게 좀 줄었나 똑같나?
어떤 순간은 좀 덜한 것 같고 어떤 때는 좀 덜한 것 같고 이 차이는 그런 느낌.
전체적으로는 어때? 좀 줄어들었어요? 안 줄어들었어?
요거는 좀 줄어드는 것 같고 움직일 때 동작은 조금 커진 것 같아요.
어떠셨어요?
기운 게 조금 달라진 것 같고요. 바르게 앉았으면 힘이 조금 생기는 것 같아요. 그래서 오늘 기분이 참 좋아요. 저는 근육은 많이 풀어져서 편해졌고요. 그 다음에 기울은 것도 조금 달라진 느낌 보이고요.
고개 흔들림이 옛날보다는 얼마나 줄은 거죠?
많이 줄었죠. 70% 좋아졌죠.
70% 줄었다.
좋을 때는 뭐 다 난 것 같기도 하고요. 근데 제일 곤욕스러운 경우 중에 하나가 비장원에서 머리 할 때였거든요. 가만히 있어야 되니까. 근데 요번에 많이 좋아진 것 같아요. 좋을 때는 뭐 다 난 것 같고 그때 조금 남아있는 게 나타났다 안 나타났다.
어때요? 처음보다?
많이 좋아졌죠. 보통 때는 괜찮다가 근데 조금 이제 컨디션 안 좋을 때 가끔씩 나타나요.
지금은 거의 괜찮네?
그렇죠. 보통 때는 멀쩡해요. 근데 좋을 때는 100점.
거의 100% 비슷하게 유지됐다. 걸을 때는 흔들거리는 건 없어요?
걸을 때 누가 봐줬는데 똑바르다고 걸을 때.
원래는 걸을 때
원래는 좀 이렇게 목이 삐딱하면서 흔들리기도 하고 그랬죠.
FCST is abbreviation of Functional Cerebrospinal Therapy. It is treatment to control whole body's yin yang balance through balancing TMJ. The purpose of balancing TMJ is upper cervical alignment, spinal alignment, nervous system stabilization, and natural healing of body. That is to say that FCST helps to open up the block channel that connects brain and body, realigning the spine, stabilizing nervous system. What factor causes misalignment of spinal structure? The answer is in C2, which is the one and only central axis of the spine. Then why is the C2 important? Human body has 24 vertebrae, which includes cervical, thoracic, and lumbar. Of all these vertebrae, there is only one vertebra with an axis, the C2. Our body is affected as axis C2 is distorted. When the axis C2 is distorted, the atlas C1 is also immediately distorted, and the rest of the vertebrae in the spine will soon follow, as will the pelvis and cranial bones, like in the domino effect. Consequently, it will lead to the cranial structure fixation and the restricted flow of cerebrospinal fluid. Then, there will be problems on the circulation and central nervous system. What factor causes misalignment of axis C2? The answer is imbalance of TMJ. Once the C2 are distorted due to the TMJ imbalance, the entire structure will follow and distort. And this will negatively impact on the brain-body communication through restriction of foramen magnum as well as restriction of jugular foramen, another opening in the base of the skull transmitting veins and arteries. When the TMJ disc space is normalized through TMJ balancing therapy, C2 is aligned as well as the size of foramen magnum is normalized. I've explained in what aspect I see the disease and its principles and concepts. I put everything in one diagram for the summary. For the better understanding, I rotated the horizontal diagram in the previous slide into the vertical diagram. The treatment applied to the higher rank can be the treatment in the lower rank. In the lower rank, more specific therapies are applied. I consider balancing TMJ as top priority factor to resolve structural problems. For the TMJ balance, I make use of intraoral devices as a main treatment. There are two types of intraoral devices used for balancing TMJ. CBA is disposable custom-made intraoral balancing appliance which allows balance of TMJ at the optimal freeway space to the individuals until deflection. The purpose of CBA is to align C2 at all times through balancing TMJ in relation to maxillary and bodily posture. TBA and OBA are intraoral devices for keeping TMJ balance stable after the use of CBA when deflection has occurred, and keeping C2 in aligned position and stabilization of occlusion and mandible. I apply a wide range of therapies other than TMJ balancing therapy. These therapies are applied for structural alignment. There are upper cervical and spinal alignment technique, spine balancing therapy, craniosacral therapy, and disc decompression balancing therapy. There are other secondary therapies as well. Depending on individual's condition and need, I apply different types of secondary therapies like as acupuncture, cupping therapy, herbal medicine, counseling program, and rehabilitative exercise program. This chart shows the number of cases in my clinic from 2002 through 2013. I listed several diseases based on the highest ratio of patients.